Hello everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim 5 video. We're back on the fabulous Frankfurt to Fulda, the Kinzigtalbahn as it's known, and we're going to be driving the DBBR 403, which is known as the ICE3, or ICE3. And this is actually the only service you can drive of this train on this route. And for this you do need the Kassel-Würzburg route, which then gives you the 403. So we're out nice and early on a, well, I don't know, let's say Saturday morning here at Frankfurt. Let's CIFA, PZB, I'll probably actually more weekday morning. Get the panel door shut. Get our AFB on. What's it then? Up to 40. I get 40. And can we change the, because this one goes to Munich. So I don't know if we got Munich on our little destination. That is really bright. Can we lower that? That's better. Yeah, can we set that to Munich? It might let us, but as it's from Kassel-Würzburg, it might not. I'll enter again. Maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Go back to the other one. What does it say on the side? No, Hanau. So yeah, this is going to Munich. Right, we got the signal, we got the time. Let's get the doors shut. We're going up to 40 kilometers an hour to begin with. Right, brakes are off. Let's go. So again, we are only going to Hanau. I know we've been there quite a few times now on this route, but that's where quite a lot of services just sort of branch off to other places. It's the same, there's also a DBBR 425 service, which we'll do at some point. That is Frankfurt south to Hanau. But that's sort of just the main sort of throat section out of Frankfurt. So lots of sort of the interesting, cool extra layers only go to Hanau. And I think I might wait until the Expert 101 comes out to then do a DBBR 101 service. Because eventually TSG, they're going to make some sort of separate timetable for the Expert 101 to then sort of come onto this route. I mean, it would have been cool if it just sort of, you could substitute it for the Dovetail Games one, but maybe it's a bit more difficult than that. Saves there being a whole separate one. CIFA. Wait for the back of the train to pass to 70, then we'll speed up. Only a single unit, so that should be okay. Let's speed up to 70. Which we're all good to do. 70. Yeah. So it's a bit different on the 403 as you've got the digital screen, whereas on the 406 I think it's still sort of an analog sort of screen. No, not a screen, just a normal speedo. And I think on there you can actually go up in increments of 5. On the AFB, whereas on here it's 10. Release ourselves some monitoring. And once we pass that, we'll go up to 80. There we go. So sort of right round the corner into Frankfurt South Station. Well, quite a lot of action also goes off at Frankfurt South. They don't go into, well, quite a lot of trains don't go into Frankfurt Hbf, and they're mostly the airport trains. So I think Flix train, I think they go to the airport, so they go off that way. So you've got a triangle here. So a lot of trains go off there. Go their own way. So I suppose the busiest section of the route, well, I suppose it would probably be Frankfurt Hbf, but in terms of all the trains you can drive, yeah, between Frankfurt South and Hanau. Or Hanau. I believe that 100 also applies to us. So we'll get that up to 100. Cool. There's that little station there. And that links up to that one. Oh no, we can't drive the S-Bahn services to that one there. Maybe it's saying you stay at Frankfurt South to get other trains. Oh, no, you can't drive any S-Bahn services into Frankfurt South, I don't think. No. So there's probably not much point of having like a 1 minute long service from Frankfurt South to whatever station that was just back there. It'd be pointless. There's the 423, which is included with the route. Of the many trains included with this route. So speed's going up to, what's that, 140? Yeah, 140. Seafare, yeah, there we go, yeah. Right, 140, there's the European Central Bank there on the left. Quite a impressive looking building. Yeah. Top of a lone skyscraper. And up to 150. Right, getting that up. The next sort of big station along is Offenbach. Bach. What did you call it? Offenbach. You've got like a dual arrival there into Frankfurt, like 2 aeroplanes. And again, it is really nice to have the Airbus licensed planes. I know it's only a plane and it's a train game, but sort of looking at that plane as opposed to the previous one we had in the game is quite nice. Because the one before was, well, not nice. Oh, we have got a 110 limit round here. There's the warning board for it. So again, I don't think you actually need to acknowledge speed limits over 100. I'm going to do it anyway. Right, down in time for that. Again, if you were in the ICET, you could probably actually go about 130 round here. As we're non-tilting, quite surprising that the ICE3 it just seems like a train which would tilt, but it doesn't. Yeah, we can only go 110. It's quite cool when you're driving the 411. You get to go quite a bit faster. And that was a 150. This is a good station to watch trains at. You get the planes flying over as well. There's also a 160 there. Yeah, you get the planes sort of flying right overhead over Offenbach. Watch the train, watch up, watch the plane, watch back down, watch the train, then a plane. Lovely. Always a nice time of day to drive a service. What time is it now in the morning? It is 6:01 in the morning. And mentioning planes, I've got my new Airbus flight stick now for the Xbox, and with it, quite nicely, came 1 month of Game Pass. So I've got Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 installed. I've pre-ordered the new one, but I've also reinstalled 2020. So at some point, might return to Flight Sim 2020, but on Xbox Series X. It's all sort of ready to go. Bit of trouble setting up the flight stick. Some of the controls are a bit funny, but I think it's all sorted now. Thrustmaster TCA side stick. That was a rail pull vector on there. Cool. That's what a good question for anyone. Is that who's got the Thrustmaster TCA flight stick? Because yeah, when I first plugged it in, it didn't actually sort of recognise when you sort of move the flight stick. So I had to like go in the settings and sort of validate it, and then it worked. Now I've got to assign all the buttons to it. This here. Let me get it. Where is it? Somewhere here. It's actually directly behind me. Yeah, I got this flight stick, so I've got to do all the buttons for it and stuff. So it doesn't seem to be automatic. That was my mission last night, doing some of that. All of the S-Bahn stations, which we just absolutely fly through. There we go. Look at that, another dual arrival into Frankfurt. So you've got 2 runways there. I think it's 2 runways. Well, what a cool time of day as well to see them coming in. And also on the new Great Western remaster, you're going to see planes coming into Heathrow as well. So that'll make you feel a bit more alive. See if yeah, there we go. Right, warning for a 130. Again, we don't need to acknowledge limits over 100, but we're going to do it anyway, because why not? Oh, it's done that thing. They've gone to the low-res textures, which apparently is something to do with a memory issue. Yeah, someone popped it in the comments. Apparently, it's some sort of memory issue. Oh, it seems to be in the same place, because it's the same place as what happened in the ICET. You see all the buttons go sort of blurry and fuzzy, and on the outside it's the same as well. But it's that same place, that same spot. So there must be something there which sort of trips it. Oh, we've got a green light now. Release ourselves some monitoring. I've still got green over yellow though. Warning for a 60. So actually we'll just sort of keep it as it is. Got warning for a 100. And the 60 doesn't start, I think, until we get over the bridge. This past couple of times I've come down too early for it. Oh, hang on, you get P's, B and C for at the same time. So I correctly choose that one, then that one. That's it, the 60 starts here, okay. I mean, come down to that in time. Okay. Well, now it's 60. Well, 55 now. There's the 100. Look, you've got another dual arrival into Frankfurt. Look at that. That's quite cool to see. And whilst we're here, let's try and get a little photo. Even though it will reset the weather to be in... Oh, actually, that's all low res, isn't it? Not going to look as nice. Yeah, that's what I'll do is I'll reload it after and get a photo coming out of Frankfurt. Not PZB doesn't want to look at us anymore, so we can release ourselves from that. Well, not saying that, we're about to be monitored by it again. The green over yellow. So that's, yeah, 45 usually. Coming down to 40. Got the semaphore signals as well. As we come into Hanau/Hanau. Where does this then go then? Does it then go down towards Schaffenberg and then the main Kinzigtalbahn and somewhere over there and then to Munich? What way would this go? Or maybe it then branches off again before that and it goes off to somewhere. What we can do is find the route map, because the route map has all the different lines on it. There's one there. I'll let that come to a stop. There's a nice E1 over there. A regional service coming in, 146 on the front there. That was fun. Yeah, let's quickly go and have a little look, see on the route map, one of the route map collectibles, which now give you basically the whole network around Frankfurt, which is cool. We've got to go and have a little peek at that. We'll be able to see, well, how this gets to Munich. Unless maybe it doesn't stop at a Fulda. No, because it wouldn't be going that way, it's sort of going the wrong way. Let's have a little look. Oh, we got one of the doors. Oh, this has gone all over us as well. Usually you can read it. Well, I must go down here. This. Oh my god, right, that's really gone now. Look at that. It's annoying. Maybe no. Well, go somewhere to get to Munich. Right, doors shut. Well, that's going to be it from me. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed it. Links can be found all of the usual places. Discord, PayPal, merch store. Again, if you want this one ICE free service, you do need the Kassel-Würzburg route. Apart from that, thanks all for coming in, and I hopefully will see you in the next one. A big thanks to Dovetail for giving us the key to show it off. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.